Hello there, Jonathan here again from COHO, coming back with another feature update. And today's focus is going to be on the improvements we've made around the holding fee. Now, these are threefold. The first is that we give you the opportunity to extend the deadline for the holding fee. Typically, it's around 2 weeks. We've now given the opportunity to include specific terms which allow you to extend this. The second is that you can include your own individual terms that run alongside this. So you can add additional supplementary terms to that. And the third is, in line with legislation, we now give the tenants the ability to view a draft AST or tenancy agreement ahead of agreeing and paying over any amount of deposit. So those are three improvements that we've made. I'll show you very quickly what those look like with an example onboarding that I set up earlier. So if you log into your COHO account and click on onboarding, you then need to onboard a new applicant. I've already begun the process here. So I've selected the property, I've selected the room, first name, surname. Tenancy will start today. We're going to give it a 12-month term. We've given it its various rental amounts. Guarantor is required and bills are included. Now we get down to the holding fee section, and we're going to select yes, a holding fee is required. That amount will be pre-populated as it's a proportion of the first month's rent. You can then choose to assign existing payment instructions or new. The advantage of existing is that you need to add them once and they'll be there for you. So we'll select payment instructions from earlier, and those just provide our bank details, sort code, account number, etc. For a payment reference, we're just going to give this one payment reference Harry. The room is up to you. It's by default held for 7 days. You can upgrade that or downgrade it depending on what you choose to do. You'll now see these additional options here, threefold. You've got the include additional deadline for agreement terms. And what that will allow you to do is it gives you a setting which they have to agree to. And it's an additional checkbox which is presented to them. They'll be unable to proceed unless they've confirmed this following statement here, which you'll be able to see in your account. But effectively, they have to agree to that before they proceed. So if that's something you want to include, you can now do it via this section here. So we'll select yes for that. You also have the option to include or exclude a draft copy of the tenancy agreement. And as showed in a previous video, we now have these stored. So you can select your AST here and then view or download that document based on what they'll be seeing as well. And finally, you have the option to include any additional terms and conditions. And again, this was quite a heavily requested feature, but this means that you can add additional terms or use existing terms that you've previously used. So assuming we're going to add new additional terms, we'll name these, we'll add the terms in, any supporting files, and then we'll save them. And that save will store that set of conditions within your COHO account. So that is really cool. So for those looking to extend the holding fee deadline or add specific terms to that holding fee deadline, you can now do it from this section here within onboarding. We hope you love it as always, and hopefully speak soon.